do this. Or actually, sometimes you need to look at the kit you've got and think, do I really need to take it all? And then answer your own question with, no, I don't need it all. I can strip it right back. But still take a chair. I am nearly 30. It's February and I don't fancy piles. Again. And that's exactly where Sonik's Xtractor range comes in handy, because they've designed this luggage and various different items with a few anglers in mind. The angler that wants to travel quicker, the angler that wants to travel lighter, the angler that wants to be more mobile. And having everything in a smaller amount of kit is going to enable you to do that. And normally when I come fishing here, I have my barrow, and that is a pain in the arse to get around. It's like that scene from Austin Powers. But I walk around it absolutely fine, and everything I need is on my back and in my hand. And today I've done exactly that. Utilising some Sonik's new Xtractor luggage, I've come up to my local for the day. Well, I'm going to go get the rods out, and we'll run through this and a couple other items they've sent me. Well, so far it's so good. I've actually had 2 fish on the bank so far, and the rods are still out, a couple of hours left to go, and this one being the prettiest of the 2 that I've had so far. So a couple of hours left, and fingers crossed we'll have another bite or 2 before I have to head on. And before we jump into these 3 items that I've got in front of me, please take a few seconds out of your time to subscribe to us and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads when they come up. And also, if you wouldn't mind, follow us on each or every of the social media platforms coming up on the bottom of your screen right now, where there's regular, if not daily, updates on each and every one of those. And also, before we jump into these 3, there's one more thing to tell you. As you've probably seen from the thumbnail, all of this is up for grabs. So stick around to the end where you find out how you can get your hands on each and every one of these items in front of me. The 3 new items I've got in front of me today are the rucksack, the bait and tackle bag, and the sling bag, all new to the Xtractor range. And as I said from the intro, this is designed to be for the angler that's quick, grab and go, everything you need in some capacity, whether it be a really short session, which we'll get onto this one in a little while, or grab just a bulk thrift, no nonsense bag, or this one, which is my favorite of the 3, and they've got you covered. And there's also the chair I'm sat on today is an Xtractor chair. And of course, you've come to know the rods and reels range that they've got in the Xtractor range as well. So this is not a new concept, but Xtractor luggage, these are the newest items that they've brought out. So we'll start off with the rucksack, which, as I said, this is my favorite item of the lot, because as you can see, it's the biggest, and it just takes absolutely everything that you want in there. So whether you're doing a day session like I am today, I've actually got more in here than I needed for today, just for demonstration purposes. I've packed it all out, but you could easily whittle this down to just the 1 compartment. As you'll see, this all is modular and comes apart. So you could just take this slither here for all the main essentials that you need, and you've got these ones which you stick onto the outside when you want. So that's, like I said, I'll show you what's in each of those. But starting with the outside, and actually with the whole range in general, it's all 600D material, so really hard wearing. Everything just feels like it's been really fine-tuned. And I've had my hands on Sonik stuff for many, many years now, and I would say that this stuff is probably some of the best luggage they've actually brought out for sheer quality-wise, but also the way they've thought out how this will actually work. So as you saw on the way down to the lake, I had this loaded up with quite a few things on here. So on the very top, I've got these straps, which I had wrapped around the unhooking mat that I had with me. And also I latched this chair onto there. Because this chair weighs next to nothing, I put it on there, so everything I needed, bar my rods and net, was within this bag. So I had my unhooking mat and chair on there. Now these straps are actually fully removable and fully adjustable. As you can see, they're pretty big to take bigger items like that. But if I didn't want this in place, unclip them, and they actually slide out of the little loops that they're in on the bag. So you've got these 2 on the top. You've also got 2 on the side somewhere or other. I've lost track of them. This side, so you've got 2 on this side, so you can strap things to the side or to the very top, completely up to you, and you see hugely adjustable. Also on the top here, you'll see there's extra loops, so you can put bank sticks and things in there, but more where I think you'd actually use them is on the side, because you've got 3 bank stick holders on this side, 3 on this side. They've got elasticated at the very top of the bank stick, and they sit down into their own little say pockets, which keeps the points protected and keeps them nice and snug. So you can have 3 bite alarms and 3 butt rest sticks on the outside of the main compartment. Then we move over to the back. As you can see, it's pretty understated on its actual style. That's because this is purely for practical reasons. The bottom is a nice waterproof, wipe clean material, as is this side. Ooh, nearly dropped it, which as you can see at the moment, how was I wearing it? Because you can't see the straps. Well, pretty simply, underneath here, underneath this wipe clean strap or wipe clean sort of sheet which rolls over. So roll that down. That toggles up in front, and you've got your straps exposed. Now wearing this is actually really comfortable. You've got fully padded on the back, padded shoulder straps, and once that's snugged down onto your top, you've got the little clip that goes across your torso, which is brilliant for giving you the biggest man tits you've ever had, which is brilliant for when I'm filming it because my man tits are getting a bit too big, and that just enhances them for me. And then you've also got the one that goes around your waist as well, so it keeps it really nice and snug to your back. Because if you're going to be putting this full of things for whether it be a day session like today or taking more items, this could get quite heavy. So the closer you get it to your back, the more comfortable that's going to be and give you less issues with your back. So that's really nice. You've got that wipe clean, which I'm going to actually put back down, because this is designed to, once you get into your swim, as you've seen what I've been doing today, this is hard to do when you can't see, is you're going to get into your swim and chuck that down on the muddy banks like I have right now. On the side are 2 buckles on this side, 2 buckles on that side, and that will fold out these 2 back compartments, which are also fully removable. On here are Velcros, which slides them completely off. So if you wanted, if these are items that you needed for longer sessions and you're just going on a day session and you want your essentials, you can go with just this part of the rucksack, take this off and take that off, or alternatively keep all on at the same time. So you can remove this one and that one on that side. I just put it back on for now, because how you'd probably most likely use it is in this situation, fold it out, and now all the bottom end is that wipe clean material. So it doesn't matter, your straps aren't going to get all muddy because you've got it down like this. It's nice and clean. The external parts are slightly different. The one on the left, if I open this one up, you will see is an insulated cool bag type spot. So you can keep food in there. If you're going for a longer session, you need to keep meats and things like that in there. You can use it for that, or alternatively, your frozen bait. So that's completely up to you what you want to use that side for, or just use it for general storage if you don't need it to be a cool bag type thing, but the option is there. This side is just a generic big space. So at the moment, I've just got a coat in there. So if the weather was to turn or I get a bit cold, I've got a coat on there that I didn't need to carry separately. And then you get onto the main compartment, which if I open that up and actually make it a bit easier for you to see, quickly take that module off and that module off. These can easily slide under bed chairs. If you don't need them all the way through the session, just tuck them under your bed chair. It's designed to be like that. As you can see, it's so low profile. It will slip under a bed chair, no problem. But lift this up, spin it around so you can actually see. There we have your main compartment. So at the top here, you've got loads of different mesh pockets where you can slip your key terminal tackle essentials like hooks, tail rubbers, things like that. So things that you need to access nice and quickly. And then you've got compartments down there with these dividers, which you can move and position how you like. But this is how I've set it up for today. I've got bait on one side with all my pop-ups, a little grinder, and then I've got my rig pouch and tackle box. And on this side, I've got my binoculars, a few little odds and ends, and toilet roll, because you never know when you might need that. That's just showing you how you can bulk this out. And it's also got this little Velcro straps, I suppose, which you can unvelcro. If you want that to fully fold down, you can, but it just holds it up nicely, so it gives you a nice little workstation to work from. So I think that's pretty much the rucksack covered. Now, because I didn't velcro that in place, it has moved, so I am going to have slightly muddy straps, so sorry to whoever wins this. As you can see, this is genuinely going to be what you win, because you'll see all the little bits of mud which I've left on there from this session. So excuse me if I keep looking over there. My alarms have run out of power. I need to check they're not going off at any point. And that is the rucksack. Now, as I said, this can be used for all manner of different sessions, whether it be a short session like I'm on today, where you just pull that back, and this will be your main rucksack with all your essentials in. And alternatively, if you want to bump it up to take more with you, that's when you'd put these modular bits on and complete it as one big, heavy-duty, hard-wearing, all sessions covered type rucksack. So this is my favourite of the range, but we'll move that one to the side and we'll quickly go through the bait and tackle bag. Now, this is your pretty run-of-the-mill, I'd say. Out of the whole range, it's the more basic style bag, because it is just a sheer storage facility, because you've got a fully removable shoulder strap, a grab handle here, 2 mesh pockets on either side, so you can just put easy stuff to grab in there. The bottom, again, is that hard-wearing white clean base, so it should eliminate the risk of water ingress, but also means when you're chucking around on muddy banks like I am today, you're not going to ruin the material. You've got a big front pocket here, which is probably perfect for large tackle box or stuff like that. Today, I'm just padding this all out with clothing, so don't look too closely, because I've got all the main stuff in there. And then you've got the main compartment, which if I open this one up, Nothing fancy once again. You've got that white clean material all in, which is the sheer bulk of space. So if you're someone that prefers to have just a carry-all where you chuck everything in, rather than having dividers and little modular things like on the rucksack, this may be the option you want to go for, because it just holds everything you need to, but isn't as organised as maybe the rucksack is. So I know I whistled through that one pretty quick, but I don't think there's much more to talk about when it comes to the jack of all trades carry-all. But the last one of the range that they've sent me is this, the sling bag. Now this looks something that someone would wear at a festival. I'm not going to lie, it's probably not the sort of thing I'd personally wear, but having used this today, I've suddenly saw the actual appeal of this and how it would work, because for what I've done today, just flinging out singles, maybe the odd bait stringer, I'd have been able to bring everything I needed on this trip in this bag, and then have my rod bag and my unhooking mat alongside with me, because you don't need to take much. It's actually a bit of a TARDIS, this bag. So starting with the very front, you've got 4 loops which hold bank sticks. So as you can see, I had all 4 bank sticks on there earlier. So if you come along and you still want to use alarms, even though you're traveling really light, but you still want to use alarms, stick them on there. Then you got the first zip pocket. There's a lot of zip pockets on here. I'm trying not to forget any of them. This is mainly for your essentials or security things. If you want to take this when you're traveling, you want to keep your phone, passport and things like that on you, there's lots of different pockets on here to keep the essentials close by you and easy to wear, whether it be on the right shoulder or left shoulder. The strap is reversible, so you can move it across. You can use that for this. And then the next pocket, opening up this one, again, you've got 2 loops in there which hold things secure. You've also got a little clip to hold your keys on, so it keeps them nice and safe. A couple other little pockets in there, and just a bit of extra space to hold other essentials. Then you've got the main pocket itself. Now I used this today just to bring my lunch with me, because as I said, all the rest of my kit was in there, but I have still got a t-shirt in there to bulk it out. There's a little pocket at the front to store something else separate, but that's your main bulk of space. But we aren't done yet. If we then move to the back or the inside, this is what's going to be against you when you're wearing it. You've actually got a little accessible pocket there, which doesn't go through to the main compartment. It's just mainly more of a complete secure pocket where you keep your phone, your wallet, or maybe your passport if you're traveling. Because that's against you, you know that's the safest pocket of the lot. If we go back to the outside, you'll see on the right hand side we have an elasticated bottle holder, and I've got quite a big sports bottle with me today, and there's plenty of room to fit that in. But if you've got alternatively smaller bottle, which probably looks a bit more suited to a bag of this size, it will fit in. Carry handle at the very top. As I said, you've got the strap which moves around, and you've also got these 2 loops where you can attach extra things on the outside if they have clips. So that is the Xtractor sling bag, which, as I said, coming into today, I didn't think I'd ever see the need for something this small in fishing, but having seen how much space it actually holds, and the fact you've got your bank sticks on the outside, just keep your essentials with you, I can see the appeal of something this small. But we'll bring this one back in, which is the now muddy strapped. I really need to fasten that up when I'm moving it around like this. So sorry whoever wins this for the muddy straps. You've got the rucksack, the sling bag, and the bait and tackle bag in the Xtractor range. And don't forget the seat that I'm on today as well. So now I did tell you that you can win all of this. Now, if you were paying attention at the very start, the way you can enter in to win this is comment below, what was it I said in the opening sequence I don't want to get again today? Comment that below, and that's your chance entered in to win these items. So that's everything for now. So please follow us on social media and hit the bell icon and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And also for more information on any of this stuff, head over to the Sonik Tackle website. But that's everything from me today. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Apologies. Thank you very much for stopping. Yeah.
What's that, YouTube?
It is, yeah. Yeah, I work for a fishing magazine.
Do you?
So I'm just talking through new items of tackle and things, but doing it on a public footpath, I often have people having to stop for me, and I feel really bad.
I bet you also get people who don't know what you're doing, think you're talking to yourself.
Yes, 100%. I think I'm weird. I mean, some people still think I'm weird, but yeah.
I thought you were talking to a phone.